What's up, YouTube? My name is Jaakeup, and I have uploaded a video to YouTube every single day for at least 100 days. And I wanted to share my thoughts as well as how I went about it and what I think about, uploading daily and what it's like trying to become well known on YouTube. So if you don't know, my name is Jaakeup, and I upload daily Helldivers 2 content almost daily. Sometimes I'll interrupt it with some other gameplay, but we'll get into that later. So the first thing I want to talk about is this is going to be a Mogul Mail style video. So for those who don't know, Mogul Mail is a channel run by Ludwig. Essentially, he'll have a topic in mind and then he'll record it all in one take, and he'll just have tabs open, and then as he's talking about his topics, he'll close each tab to move on to the next point of matter in the subject story. So I'm going to try to do that as well. No editing here. I also don't have any videos to upload for my Helldivers 2 daily content. So this is going to be one of those outliers. So first, we need to talk about evergreen content. So I found most of my success on YouTube through evergreen content, and evergreen content by definition is content that is continually relevant to readers over an extended period of time, often several years. So what does that mean in terms of YouTube? Essentially, it just means that it's content that will constantly be relevant, and people will continuously come back to it, or new people will continue watching it every single day. So I'd say that that's where most of my success has been. The issue with it, though, is that it isn't content that I want to make. It's content that I feel like is just great for getting views, and it can push my channel along, and it can definitely help my channel in the long run. But for now, it's kind of just getting large view numbers on videos that I don't really care that much about. As you can see here, the best super credit farming method in Helldivers 2. This is one of my most outstanding performing videos that I've made in the past probably 5 or 6 years, and it's, as you can tell, like, it's just a super credit farming method for Helldivers 2, which super credits are just a currency inside of the Helldivers 2 game. So it is useful, and it does bring in new people pretty much every day, but the issue with it is that it's like, you could crop out my face here and it could be a video by anybody. So it's good to get views. It's not good to build your channel or build your audience, because people aren't really getting to know you. And I feel like that's what I want in a channel. If you don't want that in your channel, that's totally fine. But for me personally, I want people coming back to the channel to watch me. So this video did really well at 17,000 views. And I went really in depth with it, and it was great to get those views. But it just, it wasn't really building upon my personality, or didn't let anybody know like what kind of person I am or anything. It just said, here's a farming method. So I actually did this method, or actually uploaded this video pretty much the same time, 3 times. It's not entirely the same. It is variations of it here and there, but I felt like with every time that I uploaded this video, it just kept doing better. So you see this updated version, I got 61,000 views, which again, it feels great to get like this many views, but it just didn't really translate into subscribers, which I know subscribers and views don't really count that much, but it is something that, it's something that you could tell is evergreen content, where it's just people will click, watch the video, and then leave, and then like they don't really have a reason to stick around. So while I did like getting the views, this isn't what I preferred to do. So this was definitely like a 1 or 2, and then I'm done. And then I tried expanding out to new types of games. So I tried out playing X-Defiant. This was when X-Defiant first came out, and there was like really bad hit registration. So if you would try to shoot an enemy that was in front of you, there's a chance that the bullet wouldn't hit because there's this bad server issues, and this caused a lot of issues. I saw something on Reddit where people would say that they would like turn off crossplay or something and it would fix it, and so I decided to make a video on that, and this also did pretty good in terms of views. So I got 6,000 views, but again, this was evergreen content. 6,000 views does not translate to 1,000 subscribers, and this was when I had like 600 subscribers or something like that. So again, good view count video, not very good in terms of building my channel audience. And I just wanted to throw this one out there. probably the weirdest thing that I've ever experienced was Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. This is an old game from like the 90s, and I uploaded a video on it back in 2011 when I was like just randomly uploading videos every once in a while. This video has 190,000 views, and it is still like my top viewed video on the entire channel, and I never know why, but I still get views to it to this day. And something even more weird is that this kept happening. So one day I said, all right, let me do like Stunt Track Driver 2, the sequel to the game, and I was still getting thousands of views per video, and this was 3 years ago when I was getting like 5 views per video. So I didn't really understand why this was happening, but there's something going on with Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver that just got a ton of views, and it probably still is. But yeah, this was around the time that I was starting to try again with making YouTube and making it, you know, my full-time job. So this was definitely an interesting project, but again, wasn't really including much of myself in these videos. And then there comes new content or new video games. So around the time that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree came out, it's a new DLC, I thought to myself, I'm going to be the #1 person to upload the playthrough of this game. I'm going to be the one person, you know, be the first person to play it, and I thought it was going to be a great source of views and try to like also build in my personality by doing some edits in here and there. That didn't work. I got 9 views on this video, and this was probably like 2 days after the DLC came out. I don't know exactly when it came out, but it was very, very soon after the DLC came out. And I think this went to prove to me that I still needed to build my audience, because like it's new content, sure, but there are probably millions of people who are also playing the game at the same time and also uploading videos of it, who are either better than me or they already have an audience. So this is kind of where I started to learn that I need to find a game that people will watch me for and also watch for me. Bars. And so that's why I kind of I did 2 playthroughs of this, and then I just stopped recording it because I realized nobody cares. And also, one thing I learned from YouTube overall as a journey, never label your parts in the video title, because YouTube will see that this is part 2 and it just does not recommend your video. Nobody cares about watching part 2 of a video. They either want to see part 1 or they want to see the finale, and that's it. Maybe part 1. So if you're ever trying to upload a playthrough of a game, do not upload in parts, or upload in parts, just don't label the parts. You can put the labels in the description, but don't put it in the title. And yeah, this video just did absolutely terribly, even though I spent a ton of time on the intro. What did I do in that intro? I don't know, but yeah, I tried doing a lot of edits in this. And then there was also the new game. What was this called? Body Cam? Yeah. So this game was supposed to be like the most realistic FPS game ever, where you're basically playing as if you're a police officer with a body cam attached to their shirt. And not only was this game really not fun, this game was also vastly popular, and it did get a little bit of traction with 121 views. I was actually pretty happy to get that. But this was kind of like one of those moments where I thought to myself, okay, I could either keep playing this game and absolutely hate every minute of it, or I could just move on to a different game. And this is just one of those options where I probably could have gotten a little bit better, and I probably could have gotten a view base based on it. But I'm glad that I didn't, because this game, I don't want to say it died, but it's not in the mainstream attention anymore. So I definitely didn't stick with this game for a while, but this is also an evidence of, just because it's a new game doesn't mean that you uploading it automatically gains traction. So I try to kind of avoid doing that. And then we have the workout phase. There was a phase in my channel where I was uploading or trying to do daily workout videos, but I think it was every other day workout videos. And it was fun in the sense that I was able to work out, and because I do like just work out normally all the time, but the idea of being able to, you know, make it into content was actually pretty fun, because it also taught me more about different methods that I could do for working out, as well as just being able to share the workout with other people and kind of, you know, talk to other people about it. But it didn't do very well. This was probably my highest performing workout video at 70 views. And I don't think there was a single comment on any of my workout videos, which is understandable because I suddenly went from a gaming channel to a workout channel, which doesn't really make much sense. But essentially, this is just entirely inspired by this guy, Sam Sulek. He uploads, for those who don't know, he uploads daily workout videos where it's literally just completely unedited, like unfiltered, just him working out in the gym, doing his daily routine, and he just records it and uploads it. He doesn't edit it. He doesn't do any cuts. He doesn't add music. Just, hey, I'm going to work out. Hey, I'm working out. All right, that was a good workout. Done. Like an hour-long video, just done. And you know, you might say, like, why the freak would you copy that? Well, essentially, he gained probably almost 2 million subscribers since I started following him. And I started following him like mid to 2023. And that's what's insane about it, is that he just suddenly grew out of nowhere. And he kind of sparked a revolution of people who just want to work out and upload videos of them working out without having this whole, you know, big theatrical thing about it, where it's just, here's me working out. So I thought it was pretty cool to see, and it's also pretty cool that he's inspiring other people to do it, because I'll see every once in a while other videos of just people casually working out and uploading a video of it. And somehow, I don't know why, but somehow he's just gained massive popularity, probably because he's, you know, looking like this. But yeah, that didn't do well for my channel. So I'd say after about a month of doing workout videos, I just said, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. So we move on. And then I reached my 900th video. This one was actually it was cool because I did make a video for 700 subscribers that got like 2 views. But this video, it got 500 views. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it was actually really cool because the amount of comments for 500 views is actually insane, between 35 and 500. And I just got a lot of people, like this person with 300,000 subscribers just commented on it saying they got on the recommended. And then I got some other people saying good luck and love the dedication. And then where's it, this person, Rex Van Candy. I don't think I've seen them ever since this video, probably because I don't make content that they'd be interested in. But it's still pretty cool to see that like they were offering some advice as to how to, you know, keep the channel going but also keeping it on track. And I think this is where I kind of just started saying, okay, maybe I should find one game rather than trying to find multiple games, and try not to add workout videos. So I would say that this is really cool. This was really cool because I just enjoyed being able to see people that were reaching out to me and just, you know, wishing me luck. And I think that was cool for a video that I spent like 5 minutes making. And then we moved on to more games where I was trying to kind of diversify. Crash Bandicoot was definitely one of the first games that I played in my life. And so people, some Discord server released a Crash Team Racing PS1 mod where they just made it full screen in HD, and it was really cool at the time. And of course, as an ad, it was really cool, but it just didn't work in terms of trying to gain views because I was getting very little views on these videos. So it was good to test it out, but definitely wouldn't recommend something because this was relatively small. It was a very niche community that just isn't really there. There's maybe like 2 or 3 creators who have the entire community of Crash Team Racing, and I just wasn't one of them, and it wasn't really worth it trying to break into it because it's fun, but you'd have to be like a speed runner to be able to compete with them, you know. So this was something that, it was an attempt and it was a fail. And I think that's the main theme of this video, is that you need to attempt different subjects before just giving up on all subjects. So then I tried getting into some indie games, and this was the Crow Country game. This one got a little bit popular because Moist Critical made a video about it where he was playing the game, and I think he even live streamed finishing it. And I decided to, why not try it out, because there was a time when I tried to do horror games. I thought I was going to be the horror gamer YouTuber. It did relatively well in terms of 89 views, but just the amount of effort that went into it, I think I spent like an hour. Where is it? Right here. This isn't in the game. I spent about an hour just making this loading screen and then putting random tips down here. I had to make like a new tip every single time. And overall I spent maybe 4 or 5 hours just editing one video. And I just think that this is where I was starting to realize maybe I shouldn't put this much time into editing videos, especially if I'm going to be doing it daily. So I didn't want to get burnt out on it, but I still wanted to do the become a horror game YouTuber, and that was inspired by the man, the legend, Cory Kenshin. So for those who don't know, Cory Kenshin is a YouTuber, about 18.8 million subscribers, and he's kind of the main inspiration behind my channel, behind me becoming full-time as a YouTuber, essentially. I watched a lot of his videos. I didn't watch him like way back then when he was uploading these videos, but I did start watching him around 2019, 2020, I believe. And I actually started watching him right before his first like 9-month break. And I just thought like something about it was just so inspirational because it's just so relatable in the sense of it's not him in a big studio. It's not him in like an office. It was just him playing games and putting funny edits and memes here and there and then upload. And I think that was what inspired my video editing style as well. But the one thing that I try to avoid is I try not to just be a duplicate of Cory Kenshin, because people say you can imitate to try to flatter or to try to just kind of show that you're inspired by it. But when you're just creating the exact same content as someone else, so if I were to use his same sound effects, his same music, his same personality type, why would people come watch me when they could just go watch him? So even though he hasn't uploaded in a year, but that's not the point. So I just spent so much time listening to 2 videos. First, there was this video, the Chasing My Dream, the big announcement. In this video, he just goes on to talk about how he is leaving college. He gave up his dream college position just to go do YouTube full time. And then there was his new apartment tour where he moves into his new apartment. I don't know why, but these 2 videos were so extremely inspirational to me that I back when I had YouTube Premium, I would hit play on these videos, lock my screen, and then I would just listen to these videos nonstop on loop when I was at work. So I basically, I wish there was a way I could see how many times I played a video, but if we could, I would definitely have watched this video at least 400 times. And every single time I watched it, I was just so extremely inspired by it that I was just thinking, okay, this is it. Today's the day I'm going to quit and just go work on YouTube full time, even with 900 subscribers. But eventually one day it just got to me and I just said, screw it, I'm done. And then I just dedicated everything to YouTube. Not everything. I mean, I'm still have my 3D printing business, by the way, 3D printing keychains business on the side. That's making my primary income. And then I'm also trying to do YouTube and get it full time and get it going as a secondary income. And yeah, Cory Kenshin is just like the main inspiration, and I highly recommend, checking him out. He hasn't uploaded in a year, but he's extremely inspirational, at least for me. And then there was Reddit. Now, I hate being a part of Reddit because it's just such a huge time waster. It's a huge time vampire. But there was the NewTubers community that I discovered not too long ago. And there was this post of someone saying that they made 500 to 1 million subscribers in 30 days. And I thought it was, kind of fake, but I also thought it was pretty cool because he just said that he uploaded random videos that were completely irrelevant to his usual content, and he managed to gain an insane audience just from uploading those few videos that interested him more than it, his usual videos. So usually a thing that you try to avoid when you're making a YouTube channel is that you want to avoid alienating your audience. So you want to kind of make sure that you're uploading videos that your audience would want to watch. And he completely broke that mold, and he just broke out of it and somehow became extremely popular. Now, the reason why I brought this one up specifically is because this was made by someone named D'Angelo Wallace. And in case you don't know D'Angelo Wallace, I was actually subscribed to this person a really long time ago, back when he was doing drawing videos. And at first I thought it was cool. Eventually at some point I got a little bit bored of it, and I unsubscribed. And then, that Reddit post came up, and I thought, oh, okay, well, let me see what they're doing. They have 2 million, almost 2 million subscribers, barely upload. And, their most recent video was that Cody Co video, but that was a trip. And it just shows that you don't have to stick with one specific thing for your YouTube channel. And that's what I want to do. I want to make a YouTube channel fun to do. I don't want to be stuck in one little mold. I don't want to be stuck in a Helldivers mold my entire YouTube career. I do want to kind of branch out. So I am trying to, every once in a while I'll find a new game and I'll think, okay, this game seems cool, let me try to introduce it. Or there is a video that I want to make. Like a video essay style content based on Junerific Tarek. This is someone that I also listen to. He makes video essays on old cartoons, and this is kind of the stuff that I want to do. I want to be able to just incorporate this into my gaming content as well. So if you ever see something like this, just know that, like, I'm not going to be giving up anything. I'm not giving up gaming content. I do want to try doing stuff like this at some point. And then there were days when I went through Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. I tried getting into VR gaming, and this was honestly the biggest waste of money ever. It was $250, which is relatively cheap, but this was the only game that I ever played on it, and I haven't touched it since I finished this game, which was back in April 26th. So yeah, don't get a VR headset unless you have a real specific reason that you want to get it. But yeah, this Five Nights at Freddy's thing, it did relatively well in terms of like how my performance was going before, but overall wasn't worth it. Try to avoid the oversaturated. I don't want to say oversaturated, but there is a ton of people playing Five Nights at Freddy's, so most likely someone with 5 views per video isn't going to show up on someone's recommended feed, and they're not going to want to watch it even if they are. So relatively try to avoid that. There was a time when I got into Modern Warfare 3 at the beginning, and this was cool. This was a really long time ago, as you can tell by the hair. This was cool because this was when I first started, and I was getting like 400 views per video, and I thought that was really cool. But one comment, which, it's fine, but it's still something that just made me think, okay, this could be something that I could work with. I started playing it almost religiously, and this was also around the time the game was first starting to come out, so it was enjoyable at the beginning, and then they started adding a ton of DLC, and then players got better and I got worse, and I was just like, all right, never mind. But this was definitely like, it was a checkpoint to starting full-time. And then Helldivers 2 came out. I did upload one Helldivers 2 video that was part 1, and I think I have over 95 videos on Helldivers 2 now. And I would say that my skills shot up exponentially, which is great, and the views also shot up. Like, this video got 2,000 views. This was probably the worst Helldivers 2 video I've ever made, but this got 2,000 views, and it got 15 comments, which is honestly insane to me that people were actually wanting to interact with it that much, and plus 22 likes, even 7 dislikes. That's still interaction. So even if you dislike it, I still appreciate it. And this was where I was starting to think, okay, maybe Helldivers 2 would be it. And then I uploaded a video that got 8 views, and I was starting to think, okay, maybe it's the title's problem. And then that's when I started learning, yeah, it was the title. I'm starting to recognize that in Helldivers videos, at least, I'm sure it is relevant in other forms of content, but in Helldivers videos, any videos with question marks at the end usually provide a higher output of a view count, and it also kind of like it encourages interaction, essentially. Like it encourages people to say, if I say I have the best bot loadout, then people will come in and say, well, actually this is the best bot loadout, and then I prefer that, because then it gets people talking, and then it gets people offering their own loadouts, which then I can use in future videos and then call them out, and or not call them out, I can shout them out and be, hey, this person offered this loadout and this was actually a great loadout, and then the cycle kind of keeps continuing. And I really do like that interaction with the audience, and then with that interaction, they're also offering like tips and tricks to try to get me better at the game, which is really great because it also adds more to the channel. So I really do appreciate that. And I was also starting to get a lot of views for the Helldivers 2 videos. So videos were getting multiple hundreds to up to, you know, thousands of views, and it's really great to see this kind of progress, because I'd never really expected to see that kind of progress. And there are times when I'll click upload on a video and then it'll get maybe 10 views in the first hour, which I know that seems really small, but that is so incredible for me, because it just seems like I'm really doing something here, you know. So it's really enjoyable to see, and I do really appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos. I can't express how much it's kind of proving to be a dream come true. So that's where we're at today. I wanted to go over shorts. I briefly uploaded shorts. I don't like uploading shorts. I don't like short form content. I think it's just stupid and a waste of time. But I did upload shorts, and every once in a while it would do pretty well. I would get like 9,000 views on this, which seems cool, but when it's like a 5-second video and it's just, it counts to like maybe an hour of watch time, don't watch shorts, don't watch TikTok, get off of TikTok. Get off of everything that has video content shorter than 5 seconds. It's ruining your brain and your attention span. So yeah, I don't make this stuff anymore. Every once in a while I might find something funny that I really want to upload, but I'm probably going to be, I will probably never upload shorts again. And if I do, I won't upload it to subscribe to the subscription feed, because I don't want people from my audience like seeing that, because I know that when I go through my subscriptions and I see a bunch of shorts, I'm just in there like, I don't want to watch shorts. I'm not going to YouTube to watch shorts. So whatever. But yeah, there was a time when I uploaded shorts. And that comes to today. So what is this? This is my YouTube homepage, and I think it's like really cool to just see that like my homepage is changing. So before it would just be like nonstop bunch of dumb memes that were boring, or just like Valorant or something. I don't even play Valorant anymore. But now like I'm kind of just trying to become a channel that kind of, I want to try to interact more with other channels. And I also just want to be able to, you know, gain something from my YouTube videos. So that's also why I don't like shorts, because I feel like you don't gain anything from watching shorts. So, you know, it'll be a description, or like a what's it called, a tutorial video on how to do something in a video editing program. It'll be something about like how to make yourself better. It'll be something about Japanese people, because I'm just always wanting to learn more about like learning Japanese and, you know, exploring Japan. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at now, is that I'm trying to not waste too much time anymore. I don't have a lot of time, free time in general. So, you know, the time that I spend just kind of sitting back and relaxing, I want to spend it at least somewhat doing something useful, you know? So other than that, I do really appreciate everyone who watched this video, and I do hope that you find it in you to like and comment and subscribe, and I hope we can see more of each other. We'll be uploading more YouTube videos. This is just my daily YouTube video. I planned on having a Helldivers video, but I was too exhausted last night, so this one's going to be coming up super late today. Yeah, I'm uploading today. And let me know what you think about it. I hope to see you in the next video. Check out my Etsy shop, JK3D Productions. I offer keychains like this that you can get for yourself. And hang on, I got one more. Hang on, I actually got two more. I also sell this in earring form. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.